Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Mike. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, definitely hit that subscribe button. Then hit that post notification bell so you know when I'm dropping that new shit. Let's go. So if you tapped in right now, the topic of discussion, do you really care about bloodline pedigree? As y'all know, I'm just getting into the breeding game and just been doing a lot of research, talking to a lot of people, talking to my mentors that's helped me along the way in this journey so far. And one of the big things that I always hear is, ped, with bloodline. And sometimes I think people, kind of get hung up into, okay, yeah, I got this blood, I got this. And then it kind of gets diluted with, like, the dog don't look like the bloodline or the ped that you've been talking about. Hey man, like, you gotta have this right. You gotta have this ped. You need to match this ped up. You need to do this. You need to make sure this complements each other. And then you got the other side of the fence that people do not care. Like, they probably just look at the mom and the dad. You got them, they looking at, you say, can I see some pictures of the, the grandma and the granddad? And, you got any pictures of some reductions? And then they kind of go off that. In a sense, I kind of get both sides. I get both sides where, I want to look at the mom and the dad and see those physical features that I'm looking for. But then I don't want to hear somebody raving about some ped, some blood that they got, and you look at the dog and it looks nothing like what they claiming. I get both sides of the fence where you like, oh man, this is, two-time Grim, or, this is, two-time Jug, or, whatever popular bloodline, that your class of bully might be in. But if it don't look nothing like the ped that you talking about, like, me personally, I ain't trying to claim that shit. Like, sometimes you get those people that's gonna say, okay, yeah, this joint got such and such on the back end of the ped, but all on the front end, y'all been breeding the bullshit dogs and it looks horrible. So, like I said, it's just one of those things where what's really important to you, you know what I'm saying? Like, that bloodline, that pedigree, that's really, that's really done made a name for themselves, or you just looking at the mom and the dad and saying, you know what, that look good. I think that dog is gonna turn out something decent. And then you find another dog that, you know what I'm saying, like, it might be off a ped that you like, but the dog actually look good and the parents look good, you know what I'm saying? And that's the look that you're looking for. Hell, by all means, do your thing, yo. Just going by, the different things, like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all of the places that I'm trying to gather different information, especially about these different particular bloodlines in my field, XL, the XL land. I would say I'm 50-50. I would say I'm 50-50 on there, as far as I want specific blood to be in my yard. You know what I'm saying? But I need the dog to look exactly like what that ped has been saying that they're throwing. I completely understand. People hang papers. People gonna say this, and this. And then, like I said, you look at the dog and you like, the dog looks nothing like what you said it was 2 times of or 3 times of. I just take all of that into consideration. Me as a new up and coming breeder, I'm gonna splice both of them together, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure that when I'm getting a dog, I'm getting a dog and I'm looking at the parents. I'm asking, you know what I'm saying, can I see some of the grandparents and see some of that lineage and see if it has those physical traits that I'm looking to incorporate in my yard. And then I'm looking for specific blood because I know that those specific peds and bloodlines actually throw these particular traits that I'm looking for. So I feel like if I take that approach into the dogs that I pick for my yard, I think I have a pretty good way moving forward as far as the vision of how I want my dogs to look. So, like I said, just ask yourself that question. Do you really care about pet? Do you really care about the bloodline? Or are you trying to just create something out of nothing and then become something? Because at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to accomplish. You know, obviously, you know, these older bloodlines, these more established bloodlines have put in years and years to look as a consistent look for that particular pet, and they're known for it. That's why people go for those particular bloodlines, because it's consistent and everybody knows that, you know, if you pair this particular blood up, it's gonna throw this. So with that being said, just make sure that, you know what I'm saying, when you looking into purchasing your dogs and, you know, looking at all of that stuff, I would say take a mix of both, you know, approaches. Look at the parents, make sure that, you know what I'm saying, the dog actually looks what you thought that pet was gonna throw. Because obviously, you know the goal is to have consistent litters, but sometimes it don't work out like that. You know what I'm saying? So you might have one or two that litter that's truly, you know, breed quality, show quality dogs that you would want to move forward in your yard. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you sell the other dogs, and guess what? They do have the pet that, you know what I'm saying, that you were claiming that it had, but it just don't got the look. Not to say that that dog doesn't have the traits inside of him or her to be able to throw that, but visually looking, like I said, I'm gonna be one of those dudes that's like, you know what I'm saying, like in my yard, I'm looking to have girth, natural girth. One of my slogans, we don't feed for girth, we breed for girth. So I ain't trying to like overfeed my dogs so they can be big. No, my dogs naturally will be big. Per their pet, how their parents look, they're just gonna be big. I want my dogs to have shoulders and neck, like distinct shoulders and neck, to really have that broad look. So, like I said, I'm going after particular blood that throws these traits. But guess what? I'm trying to actually get dogs that visually show the traits. So, just getting into the game, I think this is a good approach for me and my camp. I can't say what you and your camp may approach you by, but just think about that. You know, that was just one of the things that I was thinking about. As y'all know, I'm deployed right now. Y'all can see this shit look raggedy as hell. But like I said, still gonna put this content out for you guys. Definitely let me know in the comments. What do you care about? Do you care about the pet? Do you care about the blood? Or you just care about how mom and dad look? Let me know. But if you last this long, I appreciate y'all hanging out with your boy. Definitely hit that subscribe button, hit that post notification bell. And until next time.